The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will put total weather to crank us up. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off the defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's still early in this football game, but I tell you what, that's a good sign for this offense. Can they physically meet the challenge of these short yard situations? 3rd down, and I know you're running, you know I'm running. Who can win? And the offense able to physically put it on the ground, lean forward, and barely get the 1st down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you could tell the quarterback breaks a little bit, and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. And you could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet and making a clear, concise, good throw.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Back to pass on second down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Daly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Ducks in the hurry up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Peels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tagged.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A designed run for the quarterback. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They're testing the right side here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've had a so far, and they'll try to add to it here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He's got him in the flat. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Give to the running back. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. Catches it at the 15. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Oh, better look out! Brings into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. To the air on first down. A lot of defenders around on that screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Safe completion on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Quarterback keeps it. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and of course they go out and get it.
Makes the grab. It's Daly. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He's looking to pass. He wants it all. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About set to get this 2nd half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
There he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the gun goes off and he hits open field. He is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Dumps it off in the flats, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
He'll take it himself. Ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Otis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Otis. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Got it! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Good teams find ways to win and bad find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. doesn't need to take the check down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the toss. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for once.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that.
Right on the money. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Finds a little space. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the back foot so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
From the gun, give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. The snap sets up the throw. Pocket breaking down. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Make them sweat it all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Willis. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Immediately fires to the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They just keep firing. Finds his man. It's Dell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.